Hello, today we are going to do another sound. I'm saying a sound because it's two letters coming together, the letters U and E. So listen to the story for the sound for today. Are you ready to listen? As I say the story, you are going to look at the picture. So let's get started. It is Samuel's birthday and he is having a party. First, Samuel and his friends play musical chairs. After that, a magician performs a magic show. He is very amusing. He uses a magic wand and he has a big magic box with a unicorn on the side. He does a few card tricks and then he asks for someone to come and help him. You, he says, pointing at Samuel, you are the birthday boy. He continues, will you come and help me? Me? Asked Samuel. And children all said, yes, you. Samuel gets up and helps the magician do a special trick. He has to wave his magic wand and say, you. So, as he pointed the magic stick to the box, a rabbit pops out from under the magician's table. After the magic show, they all go outside and have some fun. So, did you like that story? Did you hear the sound for today? What sound did they do when they were pointing, or especially Samuel? What sound did he make when he was pointing the magic wand? He said, you. So that's our sound for today. So for our action, point to someone around where you are and say, you. Just like this little boy is pointing, just like the magician as well. Turn around near to someone and point and say, you. Now that's the sound of the letter U and E. Whenever you see U and E in words, you have to say you as the sound. Okay? So let's go on to another activity. So now we have to do the writing of the letters U and E. And of course, we remember how to write the U and remember how to write the E. But this time we are going to join the letters. And this is how you join them. Starting on the dot, you form your U and the hook that we normally make, we're going to take that hook and carry it up to the middle to start our E. Remember the E always starts in the middle. Okay, let's do that again. Go make the U, make the hook and carry the hook in the middle, start the E. Great. So that is how you write the U and the E, tracing them and joining them together. So let's move on to another activity. So you have to do some writing, some finger writing or air writing. So starting on the dot, I want you to start. Remember, we always start at the top and we go across and come down, right? So let's go. Next one, next one, next one, another one, another one, two more, and the last one. Great. So let's move on to another activity. So now we have to remember the songs that we did. I hope you can remember. So let's start with the sound for today. So starting with this sound, can you remember the sound of U and E? Point U. Great. So let's move this way. Can you remember the sound of O and I? Cup your hands by your mouth, calling out to the ship, Oi. Next one. Remember the two sounds of TH? Remember the clowns? The little rude and the very rude. So it's two sounds. The little rude sound, stick it out, tongue out a little bit, and the very rude, straight out. Can you remember the sound of O U? Oh, right. It's like you sewing and you pricked your finger when sewing, just like Granny in the story. So you say, oh, oh, pretend you are sewing and the needle stuck you. Oh, what about CH? Remember the train? Ch, 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 ch. And what about QU? Do you remember the duck? Hands like the beak? Quack, quack, quack. Can you remember the two songs of double O? Remember the cuckoo clock? Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Right, so two sounds. Oh, ooh. Another sound, S and H. Remember the baby and mommy said, shh, put your finger by your mouth. Shh. And the last two letters together, N and G. Do you remember the strong sound? Pretend you are lifting. Mm. Great. So let's move on. So now we are going to practice reading words with the UE. Remember our sound for today? Pointing U. So when you see UE together, remember the sound, one sound, U. So let's try this one. R-S-K-U. Rescue. 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 Next one. Q. 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 Next one. St at you. St at you. Statue. Statue. Next one. Value. 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 And the last word, fuel. 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 Great. So let's move on to the next activity. So now we have to practice many of the songs that we have done thus far. So we have some pictures and we have some words, but the words are not finished. Sound parts are missing. So let's start with this first picture. Now, this helicopter is saving someone, and the word we use is rescue. So they started with the word rescue, but they did not finish. So we need to finish that word. So let me get my pencil. So what do I need to finish the word rescue? Let's say the word, and let's see what songs we have. Rescue. Rescue. What two letters we learned today say U? The letters U and E. Great. Okay, so that's a U and E. All right, so let's try the next one. So this here is a squirrel. Squirrel. Let's see what we have. We have squirrel. Remember, two of the same letters here make one sound. Squirrel. Squirrel. Let's see what's missing. Squirrel. Quo. Quo. What two letters say quo? the letters Q and U. Great. And then we have the word oil. You see it dripping out of the container? Oil. So I want to write oil. And let's see what we have here to complete the word oil. 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 Oi. Oi is missing. How do I write oi? What do I need to write oi? What do I need? Do you remember calling out to the ship? Hands by your mouth. Oi. What two letters? O and I. Very good. Okay, so this is a statue. And the word's supposed to read statue. Let's see what we have. You. You. What two letters say you? U and E. Let me write them separately since I'm getting trouble to join the letters with the mouse. Okay, so let me just put it separate. Right. The next word is three. I want to write the word three, not tree. Normally we say tree, but this is a number. This is not a plant. The number is three. So what two letters give the sound? Three. The little rude sound. What two letters? The letters T and H. Very good. And the last picture we have is a house. Oh, remember when you see a little light like this, you don't have to make that sound. So, oh, 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 oh. Remember Granny sewing and a needle pricked her in her hand. So, oh would be O and U. Great. So, now it's going to be work time. Get your pencils, your crayons, and your workbooks ready. Remember, you are doing all your writing and tracings first, and the last thing you will do is color. Okay, are you ready? So let's get started.